BBC Gardeners World Live is created for gardeners by gardeners. It's a haven for everyone, full of inspiring show gardens, beautiful plants, live demonstrations and great shopping.
What people find when they come to Gardeners World Live compared with all the other flower shows is that this is certainly the most accessible, the most friendly, and the show where they can buy the most things and take them home.
Whether they're weekend gardeners, occasional gardeners or passionate, I think they cater for everyone, which is why it's such a good show.
In fact, last year over 100,000 people managed to spend more than £8 million here at the show.
And you can actually talk to people that make the products and sell the products, and they do know a lot about their products.
The show really comes to life with popular BBC TV gardeners who are on hand to demonstrate and share their skills on live stages every day.
What can I do to prevent slugs that won't kill my cat? Beer.
There are displays that get people out there growing just something edible in their garden, even if it's tiny. What this Grow It area shows is that even if you've got a tiny garden, perhaps just a window box, even if you've got a frantic life with just a few minutes to spare at the weekend, you can still grow something that is fresh, seasonal and genuinely delicious.
With vegetables, there's no such word as can't. They can be grown anywhere. Pots, containers, front garden, back garden. They don't have to be in rows. Nothing looks better than an obelisk or a pyramid of climbing beans in the front garden.
The thing about the floral marquee at the NEC is that the whole place is just packed with treasures, and they're all here for our delight and delectation.
And everything here in the floral marquee is also for sale. But for the first time exhibitors like Jane Little of Angarrick Nurseries near Penzance, the judging process is uppermost on her mind. Is it better to have some ordinary plants beautifully conditioned and displayed, or some really unusual ones with perhaps a slightly rougher edge to them?
That's always a difficult one. I personally would rather have plants that are looking really good, even if they are actually a bit more ordinary, because, I mean, a lot of people don't want plants that are incredibly hard to grow, but, I mean, the ideal scenario is if you've got the best of both worlds.
Outside the floral marquee is a raft of gardens which prove small spaces can be just as beautiful. Using raised beds, seating and structured borders can help define your space and give your garden a real focal point. One of the show's main features is natural gardening and the sharing of ideas on how to encourage wildlife back into the garden.
So if you were to tell me 3 things that we could all do to help the environment and wildlife in the town, what would they be?
I think the big 3 are plant flowers that provide nectar, so avoid your hybrids. Reduce your use of pesticides. Think about things like companion planting. And then the third one I'd probably go for is leave a few areas a little bit untidy. Great for hedgehogs, great for insects.
It's good to see that more and more people seem to be interested in working with nature rather than against it. Right, now it's my turn to have a stint in the plant swap. The secret of lavender, rosemary, thyme or any of those Mediterranean herbs is they like a bit of rough. So mix up your normal potting mix with 50% grit. And literally, and that will seem terribly gritty. But if it feels ridiculous, it's right.
People are bringing in wonderful plants. What have you got there?
Oh, well, I've got Liatris.
Right. Well, it's a flower arranger's favourite,
yes,
isn't it?
yes.
With these flowers that sort of open the wrong way round.
Yeah.
It used to be a Rodgersia, so it's a plant that loves sort of fairly damp position, likes heavy clay soil. What have you got?
Heavy clay soil.
Have you? Oh,
yes.
Ideal.
The inspirational show gardens are some of the main highlights, with plenty of design and planting ideas. From allotments to contemporary installations, from recycled to cottage gardens, there are plenty of ideas for everyone to take home.
So whether you've come to spend a fortune or just to have a good time, there is masses here for you to enjoy, get inspiration from and take home with you.
BBC Gardeners World Live 2006 will take place at the NEC Birmingham between the 14th and 18th of June. If you'd like to find out more about this year's show, simply visit the website at www.bbcgardenersworldlive.com or call our information line on 08705 100 799.